I'll go through each one with you. The first one is the partridge.
That's partridge?
Yeah. White meat, similar to chicken, a little bit gamier than chicken.
Okay, but it's still quite light partridge, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You go through to the pheasant. This is a darker meat, more of a game bird.
And is there any difference in the taste of the meat?
There's a definite game flavour to the pheasant, stronger than the partridge.
Okay.
For definite. And then you've got the wild duck.
And is it much different to wild duck? Much different to regular duck, like farm duck?
Yeah, the domesticated. These are wild duck. It's a darker meat. More of a gamey flavour to them as well.
I really wanted to try the pheasant. And I also want something that cooks really quickly. I don't want to spend hours cooking it.
You can do just a breast.
Okay.
So we can just take the breast off it for you.
I'll get one of those.
No problem.
These may not be birds I've shot, but the least I can do is give Richard a hand in preparing them.
Just to show you, you're just taking the feathers off this one.
So beautiful.
They are, the feathers are, at this time, as I said earlier.
So you don't have to worry about plucking them freshly killed. You can let them hang and...
Yeah, they're fine. They're better. This one's coming off very, very easily.
So I just start...
You want to start on that one, Bill? Just pull the feathers that way.
I went clay shooting.
Yeah.
I've got a couple. I thought this was a bit easier to come and just get them here.
Well, that's true. You don't have the problem plucking them either with a clay sheet.
Oh, yeah, because that's true. Not as quick as you. Not a lot of meat on the legs, are there?
No, not even the size of chicken legs, really.
No, so most of your meat's on the breast.
That's
anyway.
right. Yes, exactly.
Now for the dirty work.
Just go for it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I used to hate this. Mum used to clean out a chicken even just with the... Oh. Oh. Oh.
You're fine. You're fine. You're doing well.
Is that it?
You're doing well. That's it.
Like Hannibal Lecter. Oh.
Job done, and I've got a bird for the pot.
OK, Bill.
Oh, thank you for that, Richard. Great.
No problem.
Got my dinner organised now.
Exactly.
I was going to ask you over for dinner tomorrow night, but after that...
Oh, well, I just thought I'd put you through your paces, just see whether you're up to it.
Oh, well, anyway, I'm having a dinner tomorrow night. If you want to pop over, I would love to see you there.
Lovely, I'll be there.
I'll try and think of a job for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bill. Thank you.
See ya.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Pheasant can be quite dry, and there's no skin on this one. So I'm just going to wrap it in a little pancetta just to add a little bit of extra moisture. Just wrap it through there. You don't need a toothpick. It'll hold. And then just pan fry it. A little oil to a pan. And it's important when you're cooking things that you're worried about drying out, you don't cook them on too high heat. It's more of a medium heat to slowly sear it. Ah, perfect. I'm just going to add a little bit of wine. Put the lid on, and that'll just give it a bit more moisture. I want to drop the heat and not dry that pheasant out.
With the pheasant breast bracing, I'm going to make a relish to go with them. I start by chopping olives and walnuts.
Growing up in Australia, game's not hugely popular. I mean, it exists, you can get it, but it's not something which is so much a part of our history or, our regular eating, which is quite different in the UK. You really notice here what an important part of British food it is. Okay. It's pomegranates. And just pull them out. Game always works so well with fruit. For anything that's slightly sweet, if you think of duck, orange and plum, and a gentle, rich sweetness really helps bring out the intense savouriness of it.
To the relish, I also add spring onions, parsley and green chilies for an extra kick.
I'm going to make a little dressing of pomegranate molasses, which is very sweet. It's just delicious.
Then I drizzle with olive oil, add salt, pepper, and a splash of lemon juice.
And then stir that together. I love the colours of this relish. It's got a great liveliness about it. And then pheasant's ready. Slice that through. It should just have a very light touch of pink in there. I'm just going to pour over just a few of those pan juices.
And then I top with my pomegranate and walnut relish.
Here's what it's all about. Oh, it's great. I think if you haven't grown up eating a lot of game, you're not entirely comfortable with it. It takes a bit of getting used to, but it's so delicious. There's nothing scary about cooking it. I mean, that was so simple. That's literally a 10-minute supper.